harvest time!
Good evening, ladies and gents, back with another Conquerors Blade video, and this time around we're going to be looking at the Iron Reapers. Are the Iron Reapers great again? Before we get into the video though, hit that subscribe button if you want to be kept up to date with the latest and greatest of Conquerors Blade. So then, I put a video out last week about some potential changes coming to the Iron Reapers. However, at that time we weren't actually told much about what changes have been made. They have brought in the changes for the Iron Reapers today, and I've just been playing them in a couple of matches, and I suspect we're going to be seeing the Iron Reapers bounding about a lot more in games than we have been for the past year or so, because the Iron Reapers have been so kind of not really fulfilling their role in comparison to newer units, to seasonal units which have come in the past year or so. These guys have really been on the back burner. They've kind of gone backwards a little bit, and we have not seen much of these guys whatsoever. So first off, I'm just going to show you my build. I would suggest you go for this build for the Iron Reapers because I have played around, I have tried all the 3 different trees, and from what I have played, I would say this is the best way of doing it. So go all the way down the middle line, that way you will be getting some decent kind of defenses and attacks from that one. The top line will give you a little bit more attack, and the bottom line will give you a heal for your unit as well, which is very, very useful, and it can obviously bring up their HP a little bit better. Now these guys have had their heavy armor unit trait added to them, which actually gives them 17% reduction against all melee damage. So they are a little bit susceptible to range damage still. However, melee damage they now have a 17% additional bonus against, which I can tell you does make a huge difference in the game. Going over as well to their skills and everything, their new skill is now called Tiger Step, and what this does is actually allows them to attack again, plus it does have a small chance to proc off a kind of mini charge as well, which is very, very useful. So these guys aren't going to just charge into battle now, swing their flail around and then kind of just stand there looking at the enemy. They are going to be attacking a lot more regular now, and I do have to say, after playing these guys after a few matches, I do notice the kind of rate of attack has increased substantially. It's not super duper quick like some other units, but that is not what the Iron Reapers is about. Iron Reapers are about that massive amount of just very quick burst damage rather than sustained kind of over time damage. It is a very hard, heavy hitting kind of amount of blunt damage. Now if you can get some doctrines to actually chuck on these guys, which will increase their blunt damage and everything, that will help you out massively. I am going to be playing the Iron Reapers a lot more than I have been, and these guys are going to be sitting definitely, I think, in one of my kind of rotation warbands, which I bring into sieges and stuff, because I think these guys now actually have got a new space on the battlefield, and they can definitely hold their own against stuff. They are a little bit susceptible to sustained melee, they are a little bit susceptible to range damage, but these guys, the amount of burst damage that they can put out is insane. If you get a charge off on the flank or the rear against people, and then you use your second skill of that Tiger Step as well, these guys are going to be pumping out some insane amounts of damage very, very quickly. I would suggest you guys give them a go, especially if you have not played them for a little while. I'd say give them another chance, give them another go, see what you think. If you have already played these guys, then definitely let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, because it's always interesting to see people's other kind of perspectives of kind of unit changes and stuff. But I think we're definitely going in the right direction. I think this one, as the first kind of unit change, kind of unit revamp, is definitely headed in the right direction. These guys are no way overpowered. I think they've got the balance just right for these guys. I would say maybe increase their defense just a tiny bit more. That would be possibly the only thing I would put back, but I think in terms of where they're going to be sitting in the battlefield and everything now, I think is going to be spot on, and I think these guys are going to be seen a lot more in sieges in the next few months. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you played these guys since the update today? Let me know your thoughts on them. Do you think that second skill and the 17% melee reduction damage has really increased the usefulness of these guys, or do you think that the buffs that they have had have not done enough? Let me know your thoughts down below. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, all that lovely fan-dooby-tastic stuff, and I hope to catch you out on the battlefield.